Hey, 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 hey. We're live. Hello. So, what are you most excited about right now, right this minute? So, yesterday, I don't think I could have answered that question. And I was thinking about this morning. And that's what we're going to cover this week on Real Talk, a podcast about voiceover and, other stuff too. So, before we jump into the topic, what topic do you want me to cover here on the podcast? Send me an email, send me some questions. Love to cover it here on the show. Kelly at kellywilsonvo.com. Hang on. There you go. So, what excites you right now? What are you excited about at the moment? And yeah, sure, that could mean what are your goals? But for me, I like to, I guess, dumb it down to the simplest form is, dude, what are you stoked about right now? And why am I asking this? Well, for me, my brain requires excitement and fun in order to do, well, anything. And the whole point to loop this into, a podcast about voiceover and business is I'm going to figure out what I'm excited about, and that's going to help me determine my Q3 focus, my Q3 goals. And that's pretty much how I've always done it. Um, and if your brain doesn't work this way, lucky you. What's that like? And honestly, knowing this about myself has been helpful, but I don't think I really made the connection until maybe this past year. I mean, I've always been this way. I just never um, was aware of it. Even my jobs I first picked out when I was like, 16, when I was a kid, I was like, that doesn't sound fun. So I'm not doing that. Even if it paid like buku bucks. I'm like, nah, not doing that. So for me, I always had to find the excitement and understanding that about myself is pretty cool. But if your brain doesn't work this way, I am pretty jealous if you could just be like, do this because this is the right thing to do. Self done, boom. Yeah, I don't work that way, and working with my brain is not only helpful, but it's a lot easier that way. So understanding that and going with it, it's good. So if you're not sure if this is you or if your brain does work this way, this is kind of what I did. So maybe check this out. Think back to anything that you have ever accomplished in your life. The big things, the small things, like why did you do it? What was that thing that got you out of bed? How did you slug through the I'm tired and I don't wannas and all that stuff? I mean, how did you do it and why did you do it and what was the motivation? Um, so think about that. For me, it's always been fun or, you know, or fight or flight stuff. It's either been like emergency, get this done, or you're gonna die, or catastrophize, or this is fun and exciting. Let's do more of that. So for me, that's kind of how I roll. So, my last podcast episode was about leaving your usual surroundings for new inputs, taking a vacation, one way to do it, a walk, whatever you need. But those new inputs lead to new and fresh ideas, perspectives, and ways to solve those old problems. And one thing leads to another, right? So, hence this podcast. Get excited about something. What is that thing? And really, it came to me this morning. So, for me, and when I tell you what it is, it's like, that's not that exciting, dude. Um, so for me, um, safety and security is really important to me, and it's a value of mine. Like I said, when I tell you, it's be like, wow, that's so lame. But it's really important. Safety and security. Strong foundation for me is one of my values. It's very important. So in this case, I'm talking financial safety, and I was looking back on that actually this morning. So over a decade ago, I moved out here to Twin Falls, Idaho for a radio job, which I don't even work in that industry anymore, but hey, good times. When I moved out here, I was broke as a joke. I was in debt, student loans, credit cards, and, I was starting my career. I moved out here with nothing and just was mostly just in the red. And, just while working out here, one of the, radio stations was a, affiliate for the Dave Ramsey Show, and my boss was like, "Hey, you're broke." I mean, I don't know if he said it exactly like this, but, "Hey, you're broke, you should check out Dave Ramsey." So I listened to the radio show, and, I checked out Dave Ramsey's baby steps, and, lists are good for me, and I was like, "Alright, let's try that." And it took me about 3 years to become debt-free, paid off the credit cards, student loans, and I already owned my car outright, which was a straight up hoopty, but it had air that worked most of the time. So whatever, and, I still, to this day, loosely follow those Dave Ramsey baby steps. So today, this morning actually, I checked in on those baby steps, and I'm like, "Wait a minute, did my where am I on those things?" Because, like I said, loosely follow. And I'm still debt free except for my house, but, one day. I have 6 months of expenses saved, and I'm working on increasing my monthly retirement savings. And you might be thinking like, "Dude, I thought you said this was gonna be fun and exciting. How does Dave Ramsey's baby steps excite you? How is that fun to you?" I don't know. I'm really lame. It just is. But as I mentioned, safety and security, it's a value of mine. It's really important. It's one of those things that, like, has to be there or else I can't do anything else that's fun. Um, and for me, I mean, this is what's fun to me. I mean, if my car dies, because it's not if, it's when, because cars break, right? Things break. So if my car needs to get fixed, it ain't no thing. I just fix it. I don't have a heart attack about it. I just do it. Um, so having that strong foundation allows me to be more chill, to worry less, and then actually have fun and do stuff. So here's the fun stuff. So because I'm not in debt, I'm out of debt, I wouldn't be chilling in my paid for vocal booth, padded room. I wouldn't be a full-time voice actor, but I'd still be singing badly out loud. I wouldn't have just cash flowed a last minute flight to Florida with my kids for a funeral that I needed to attend earlier this month. I wouldn't have been able to go. Um, I wouldn't be going on a vacation with my family in July. FYI, book out dates, kellywilsonvo.com/subscribe. You can join my email community and know when I'm out of town. I will be out of town July 12th through 15th of 2021. Plug! But I wouldn't be able to do these things, and if crises happen, and bad crap happens sometimes, um, it would be way worse because 'cause I'd be broke as a joke, and it's not like I'm sitting here. I mean, I got holes in my socks, but I really like these socks. I mean, I don't know, I live simply and, it works for me. Not trying to be preachy, I swear. But, I'm just sharing what works well for me. So by looking back at where I came from, I actually did this this morning. Um, I saw how far I've come, my accomplishments, my hard work, not comparing myself to anyone else because I started going there, and then I was like, no. It's like hitting yourself, like, stop it. Yeah, that comparisonitis, is that the word? Yeah, don't compare yourself to others. That's lame. So don't do that. That's really important. Um, and just doing that this morning really got me pumped, which saying this out loud that like, "Dude, this is what excites me right now, boom, getting organized with my finances, like, I know that sounds super lame, but, it's totally true. So so that right now is what's exciting to me. So it really charged me up and it reinvigorated, me to continue my journey on the Dave Ramsey baby steps. So I mean, I looked at him like, boom, boom, boom. I got this one, this one. I'm like, all right, so here's what we need to focus on right now, which is perfect because we're walking into a new quarter. And if you've listened to any of my other episodes about breaking my goals down, I like to break them down into 90-day goals instead of yearly. I mean, sure, I still kind of do like an annual goal and all that stuff, but really I try to break it down to a 90-day. It's just better for my brain. So then you know that every 90 days it's like a new year for me. New goals, new motivations, clean slate. It works well for my brain. Um, try it out if you want, or if that doesn't work for you, I mean, use what works well for you. It's just figuring it out is so hard. Um, so I already feel weird talking about money and debt and all this stuff, and I swear I'm not bragging. I'm just trying to be real. So, in order to keep it real, here's some of my goals that I'm focused on now. So I'm always looking at saving up for my voiceover expenses. I kind of, I already have it listed out for this year and then also those baseline expenses for next year. So boom, save up that stuff and then my monthly salary to myself. Then after that I want to hit some of those fun goals that I have set for me. And that's to pay for I'm weird. I like to save up like an a year's worth of stuff and then initiate using the stuff. Like I said, safety and security, I know I'm too cautious, but dude, if it works for me and it usually means I get there a lot slower because it takes longer to save, but oh well, it works for me. So anyways, I wanna save up a year's worth of house cleaning, to hire someone to come clean my house because I never wanna clean again, and let's face it, I'm not really. I also wanna increase my retirement accounts for myself and my husband, and I wanna go on, like, an ultimate family trip to Disney once the kiddos are a little bit older and they don't have to take naps and they can handle it, and maybe they can put their own sunscreen on themselves. Anyways, so there's fun stuff in there. So, so this summer when my kids are always home, always around me, touching me, and they're always hungry. These fun goals that these fun motivations are gonna help me. They're gonna help push me. Gonna help me close my eyes and go to bed earlier, wake up earlier, eat my overnight oats every morning when I do lead generation, because mama's got goals. And they're fun goals. I sound so adult. Okay, so what excites you right now? If you can figure it out and then loop it and make it fit into those more concrete quarterly goals for your business, that's cool. That's what helps me out. And hopefully this can help you out too. All right, man, that's it. Happy weekend. Thanks for checking out Real Talk. I am Kelly Wilson. Dude, plug. If you hire voice actors, that's what I do. Here's the demos. KellyWilsonVO.com. I embarrass my children. It's amazing. Hey, if you need voice actors or other than myself, you can download my freebie, 5 fantastic voice actors for your roster, and I'll keep you in touch, or I'll keep in touch with you, let you know what's happening with the podcast, any new voiceover projects, and of course, my studio book out dates. Join my email list, kellywilsonvo.com/subscribe. And yes, I am out of the studio July 12th through 15th of 2021. And please, 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 if you got a question you want me to cover it here on the podcast, send it my way, kelly@kellywilsonvo.com. And yeah, if you're listening to the podcast, thank you so much. If you're listening live, always say hi. If it's the replay, come in and comment and say hi and stuff. I'm on LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, I believe. Yeah. And say hello. And of course, weekly podcasts come out. You can check it out directly, anchor.fm/KellyWilsonVO. And then it's like subscribed everywhere that you can listen to podcasts and stuff magically with magical IT-ness, because I don't know how to do that stuff. I click a button and it works. But anyways, I'm Kelly Wilson. Thanks, man. Have a great weekend. Real talk. Later.